Hi everyone, this is my second last day in Baltimore and I have been blessed with a perfect balcony view. This. So I thought I might as well do a Q&A to answer some of the questions that you guys might have about my experience here. So let's get straight into it. So I came to the US in June to do my internship and as part of my degree, and I currently work at IMET, Institute of Marine and Environmental Science, in the lab, and I'm working on the genetics of crabs. I stumbled upon this internship by luck actually. I found it on a LinkedIn post by my current supervisor, so I emailed him, I reached out to him and I was like, is there a possibility of me doing an internship? I attached my resume. We had a few meetings and an interview, and I got in. A lot of expenses was used in the process of getting here, from getting my visa to settling accommodation to flight tickets and everything. But thankfully, everything was covered by my institute, and they also gave me allowance during my time here. So I'm really so lucky, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to afford doing my internship in the United States. So I would probably say how common it is for people to do small talks here, and they greet each other instead of saying hi or like saying good morning or whatever. They say like, how are you, or how are you doing? It's not something that I grew up doing. So like there was a few weeks where I was trying to get adjusted to like, what am I supposed to answer? Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, do you really want to know what I'm doing, or is this just like out of courtesy? Like, I don't know what to say. Definitely 100%, 100,000% New York. New York was the best time of my life, literally. I know some people say that New York isn't what you think, but I feel like that really depends on how you see it. I got really lucky because I went there. I did a solo trip in New York, but it went so much better than I expected, and I was safe and I experienced so many things. I experienced 4th of July fireworks. I got to see Statue of Liberty. I met so many new friends because I stayed in a hostel. So then I explored the city with other travelers, and that was great. And New York was just like, it felt unreal. Like, there's so many moments where I felt like, this is my life? Damn, you know? If there's one thing that I learned about myself during this trip, is how brave of a person I am and how versatile I am. Because it takes so much courage to be here and live here alone. There are some days where you just have to push through because you don't have anyone by your side. And there are like tough times where I really wanted to call my family and my friends back home, but because of time difference, it's like what, 4 a.m, 3 a.m, and no one's awake. How can I just call them up? Like, it's not possible. So there's some days you just have to like power through, bro, because you're on your own. And you can either choose to see it in a bad way, or you can choose to see it in a good way. And I chose to see it in a good way because it allowed me to learn so much about myself, and it allowed me to explore this side of myself that I never really knew I had. One thing about me is that whenever I'm alone, I try to gentle parent myself and try not to be so hard, because over the years I sort of realized that I am too hard on myself sometimes. I push myself too much. Some days you just have to do that for yourself, and you have to give yourself grace. That's one thing. You have to really allow yourself to exist, allow yourself to make mistakes, and just allow yourself to live, bro. You're still young. It's time to wear my jacket because it's getting kind of cold. It's so cold here. If there's something that I'll never get used to, it's the weather, bro. I'm from the tropics. I grew up with summer all year round, so that means I am never getting used to cold weather. So as soon as things started going like below 20 degrees, bro, I'm out. I'm sorry, I'm out. Like, I can't do this. I think in general, this trip just proved to me that I can reach anywhere in the world with the ability that I have. And I'm not just saying it because I want to brag about like me being talented, but it also comes down to how you manifest your life to be. Because it's just so hard to think that I managed to find an internship overseas, get everything funded, and I got here and I got used to things, and I like understood what I was doing, and I finished it. Now I'm waiting to get back. Like, oh my god, it's United States, bro. It's literally 14,000 kilometers away, and it's so hard to believe it because I know I financially can't afford this. But then, damn, it's just interesting how life can get when you believe in yourself a little more. So I am digressing here, but coming back to the topic, I think it's just a solid proof that I can go overseas to expand my career, to expand my future, and I shouldn't be limited to just Malaysia or Southeast Asia in general, because there's so much more things and so much in the world that I haven't seen yet. So yeah, that is one thing. Okay, my biggest challenge while being in the States is probably the public transport, because in Baltimore it is not the most efficient, and sometimes it's so packed that I have to be squeezed like sardines, and I hate that. And rush hour, bro, that is the biggest challenge that I have so far. Every single day after work, I have to carry my 2 bags, and I have to be squeezed by people, and I have to feel unsafe when I walk around the place, because Baltimore isn't the safest city to be at. Oh, but one could argue that it's just unsafe generally in the US. Some days I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to take the bus. And I can't, but the thing is, I can't afford Uber either, because it's like 5 times more expensive here. So how I motivate myself to just keep pushing through is every single time the bus is late, or if I have to wait for the bus, or if it's just a hellhole in the bus, I check the Uber price. So if it's like what, $20 to go home, that's around like 100 ringgit, and I'm immediately motivated to go through the hell, like because I'm broke. And I'm like, you know what, it's okay. Okay, we're gonna move to the last question because it's getting really cold and I haven't eaten my dinner yet and I'm hungry. Honestly, it's been such a sad week because I had to say goodbye to my colleagues last week, and then my roommate, I met her for the last time yesterday, and I said goodbye to another friend today. I'm kind of sad that I have to close this chapter for now, but it also means that I've made, like, the only reason I'm sad is because I've loved deeply, and I've loved every one of my friends that made my time worthwhile here. So I don't want to be sad. I'm gonna miss this place, honestly. I feel sad, but I know that I've made the most of my time here, and I've lived every day fully, and I made so much memories that I will cherish forever. I met so many new friends, and they're honestly so nice. I have been so blessed that I have been surrounded by so many angels, honestly. It just proves to me that wherever you go, you will always be surrounded by people that loves you. And now that this chapter is coming to an end, I just feel like this is something that I'll think about forever. And I hope that someday I can come back to this place and come back to US and meet my friends, because I am gonna miss them so much. And to my friends that I've made in the United States, if you're watching this video, I'm so happy I got to meet you. And I'm so thankful. We made so much lasting memories together. Thank you for being so accommodating and so nice to me. Thank you for taking care of someone who's overseas all by herself. I honestly didn't expect to cry on camera, but oh my god. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really going to miss United States. I'm going to really miss Baltimore and the people here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.